Hi, I'm Nick Valenza, and I'm going to show you how I made my Evil Dead chainsaw. First of all, you're obviously going to need the Homelight XL, which was used in the original Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2. I've made over 8 of these, 2 of which actually worked. They plugged in using a bathroom fan motor. I build these by ordering parts online, sometimes full chainsaws, sometimes parts of the Homelight XL. I start by completely dismantling the Homelight XL. The chainsaw I'm going to make today is actually just a prop. This one will not work. The parts you're going to want to keep after dismantling the chainsaw is the chain arm, the chain itself, the body, the pull cord, and the run or on-off switch. Obviously you're going to need some tools. You're going to need a Phillips head, a flathead, screwdriver, sheet metal cutter, pliers, screw gun, and some drill bits. And also I use 5/16 nuts and bolts. After you completely dismantle the entire chainsaw, I cut out a portion of the chainsaw on top where the original throttle is. I completely replaced that portion of the chainsaw with a piece of sheet metal bent to the proper shape. I reattach the chain arm with a piece of metal, usually a piece of aluminum and some bolts. I rebuild the handle on top with a piece of aluminum. This aluminum is very easy to bend. You can find it at Home Depot or Lowe's. Then I take a wooden rod, split down the middle, and attach it to the handle with screws. In order to hold the chainsaw, I put a handle inside, using another piece of wood. This is just a 1-inch rod. I screw it in from top and from the bottom. In order to still have the gas tank and the oil tank, I cut off the top portion in order to make the chainsaw lighter. Then I place them back inside where they originally were. Each time I make a chainsaw, I change this part. This is where the exhaust comes out. Usually I just place any kind of piece of metal or something that looks like it's functional. After I'm done with everything on the inside, I reattach the body. Be sure to keep the original screws that holds the body together, otherwise you'll have a problem later on. I use a piece of PVC. You can find this at Home Depot or Lowe's in the plumbing department. It's actually white to begin with. I paint it silver, so it looks like metal. This keeps the entire chainsaw a lighter weight. I use that for the back. Depending on how big your hand is, it might not fit through. I attach this on the top to the handle that I had put on earlier, and on the bottom with another piece of aluminum. Here's the building process sped up. Your chainsaw should go from looking like this to this. Depending on how old your chainsaw is, pieces on it might be different. Like the pull cord, sometimes the on-off switch or the run switch will be different. I prefer this old-fashioned looking one. And also the fuel and oil tank lids. In order to make the chainsaw look used and old, I sand it down a little bit, keeping the original paint job on it. And then I spray some blood, fake blood, which is actually a car paint,